traders. All right. Good morning, my beautiful people. Welcome back to another live day trading session. How you guys doing today? Relentless Trader is back and is ready to go. Let's get this mic properly situated. This way I can project and sound loud and clear. Jeff, what's up? Joseph, Charlie, what's going on? Rory, Maysam, and DS, how you guys doing? Good morning. All right, so let's take a look at the scans. Let's see what's moving, let's see what's not, and let's get down to business. All right, so let's pull up the Momo Pro and come on down here to the discovery section, and let's see what we have today. INDO, which is a familiar stock. Okay, seeing this one over here. 9% gap. There is some good relative volume, or I should say unique volume. Float 4 million and about 1.9 million shares of volume so far, up 28%. Other than that, there's a lot of cheaper ones. Coming down the list, USEG. Volume is a little on the lighter side. GFAI. Let's see. Volume, lighter side. BRN, volume is on the lighter side as well. Let's take a look at the Relentless moment. So IND I'm going to take a look at here. Let's see. Let's come to the Relentless filter, which does filter out for a little bit more volume. Let's see. So INDO. Sometimes I do like that broader view, so I'll take a look at the other scan. All right, INDO. Small caps, maybe not looking so great to start this month. But it's early and anything can happen. I am optimistic. But so far with this type of scan, it's already telling me Relentless, similar to how you traded on Thursday, Friday, with that level of discipline to just come in and really take it slow, be patient, not be too aggressive in that first 5 minutes and go red, is already what I'm seeing here. So I'm going to want to take it slow. This type of scan is really and truly very, weak, compared to hotter markets, different markets, better markets, right? A lot of the times we show up and there's a stock that's up 50%, 60%. It's already given some action pre-market. So the pre-market traders are excited. They're feeling good. I show up right now. I see the charting. I get excited. I'm ready to go. But I'm excited, but the market is not saying, hey, be ready to go. So, slow and steady. Maybe INDO does give a surprise move and does a nice red to green. But we'll definitely have to be careful. It's looking slow. It is looking slow. Yes, this is very, very slow. And, so of course, some people will be watching at some cheaper stocks. Let's take a look at continuation names here. So IND, I'll come back to this one. Let's go back to Thursday of last week, and let's see what we had. I didn't trade Wednesday, but let's see. Yeah, so we had some of these Tesla scalps, which I spoke about in the recap. TORO, EVGO. Let's see. TORO, not looking like much. EVGO, decent move up, but will we see volume today? This is what we're dealing with. What I've come to realize over the years is just a cycle of the market. It's really and truly just a cycle of the market. And whilst we can make money throughout these markets, some people will opt to take off and vacation and take time away. What they will do is keep in touch through like recaps on YouTube and maybe open up their phone or their laptops every now and again to check out the chartings and these type of things. But what they're really and truly waiting on is a parabolic move, because when one parabolic stock comes, it's basically the signal that, hey, the money is back, because it really comes down to the capital, right? It just doesn't seem like there's a lot of capital in small caps right now. So whatever that means, maybe algos, high frequency trading. When the bank thing happened, the volume just with speed, went into other things, and so people are controlling these things, and it's like, hey, if I think I can make more money in crypto or large caps or something else, why keep the money in small caps? And it's essentially what it is. But those things will die down, and then they'll say, okay, yeah, small caps again, and then boom, we get more volume here, and then we see more parabolic, bigger moving stocks. So it lets you know that retail traders are not the only people, which we of course do already understand, right? So we had PALI and GMVD as well. Well, I think, oh yeah, someone did mention in Discord that this one had an offering. So this is back, this is down, PALI. Guys, I had mentioned that I was gonna upload, and look at this one. I mentioned I was gonna upload a video going over offerings. I didn't end up doing it. I can still do it though. I can still do it. So let me know if you guys still want that video. GMVD, look at this one here. I mean, just awful, man. This is what we're seeing right now in small cap. Imagine this is what we have to trade. We wake up and this is all that there is to trade. This is like, it's not anything really. If we go back to a stock like OCEA, right? Just for context, when things are going, right? Let's see if we can find this day here. Is this it? When things are going, this is more so what we can expect. There's a lot more volatility. This stock is gonna go from a low 480. It rips up here 781. It comes up some more. It gets up to highs all the way here at 943. Flushes down, huge red to green. I mean, just insane stuff, right? Then it does show some weakness in here, and then it rips right back up. So now we're still seeing flushes, right? So flushes is, of course, we know, a common thing. In fact, for me, it's one of the most common ways I lose money. But when there's green candles like this and red to greens like this, it at least provides the opportunity and the chance of you getting green, making back the money, either getting green, or, trying to avoid the flush, or if you do get caught in the flush, there's a chance to make back the money, and then at least you can say, hey, I'm done on the day here. But yeah, at least there's opportunity, right? There's volatility. Stocks are going up and then down, and under the grand scheme of where the stock went, it went from 480, to a high up here of 1122 by the end of the day, versus the one we just looked at, which might have went up 10 cents and then went down $1 a share. It's not good. Zay, what's going on? Moses. So as you guys are tuning in on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and anywhere else for that matter, guys, hit that thumbs up, support the channel. It's currently 9:17 a.m. here on the East Coast, and Relentless Trader is getting ready. Hopefully there's some surprise momentum here today. So again, we can come back to the Relentless Momo scan here to tighten things up. Yeah, it's not looking great, right? We got a 27% gap in INDO, which currently has 2 million shares of volume and 4 million shares in the float. We can do some analysis here and get our trend lines ready. So 679 for a high, and being that PLAI is going to start off with a secondary offering, we have to, be very mindful that we could see some more weakness, right? As I've been mentioning. So the low of the pullback here so far, let's see, low of this candle here, we had 605. And, hopefully we can hold above 605 right here, get back above VWAP, and then hopefully the pre-market highs. That in itself would be a decent move. When we do look at the daily chart, this has been one that I had a good history with. I believe this is one of my top stocks, actually. INDO, it has to at least be like top 5. I did have $1,000 red day on this stock, but despite that $1,000 red day, uh, we still did very well. And that day, man, I remember it like it was yesterday. What happened to me was that I was trading a very poor quality setup with a lot of size. I think it was a $20 at the time, and I got in 800 shares. Poor setup, really. And I jumped in, and boom, immediately, it comes down. So INDO, let's take a look here and see what we're working with, at least in the short term. Okay, so we're curling up. We're having some issues here around the 200. We do have a few candlesticks here that we can potentially mark out. If it does break over the range, maybe there's some room up here to 860s or so. So let's get some trend lines going on INDO. First and foremost, the 200 EMA, which is looking like it's at the pre-market highs. I'm getting, what is this? 679, 673, somewhere in that range is what I'm seeing. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put it at 680. Why not? So this already poses an issue, right? Preferably, I'd want the stock to be above this level. It came up there, it's back down, it's to the penny, it's telling me, hey, Relentless, we might have already given the front side of the move, and this might be backside. We might have gotten rejected. And this puts me in a tricky situation. There's distance between where we are now and the 200 EMA and even VWAP, but I don't like to trade below these levels. So it's like right now I'm already thinking I'm going to opt this stock out and not even touch it unless it breaks the pre-market highs. And so if I do that, and I will, I am going to risk the chance of the stock going up, essentially 80 cents and not taking a trade. That is something that could happen potentially. But I think in these weaker markets, to give myself the best chance of success and to really stick to the concept of A quality setups, I think that's what's necessary. Because last week, I mentioned it. I traded some stocks with poor 5-minute candle heading into the open with a big red wick, and I think the other one was below VWAP. Like right now, it's time for me to tighten up. And in fact, it's been so long since I had a no trade day, because a lot of times we come in here and we just try to trade, and it's not always the best thing to do, right? So right now I have to do what's in my best interest and tighten up on the discipline. And I'll keep an eye on this one, but it really has to break this level for me to get involved. And I'm going to stay firm to that. So again, if it does break out, and hopefully it does, let's see here. 693. So can we see a break of 7 essentially? And then if it does, I'm watching this cluster over here where we have highs around 830, and then let's see, about 859. Yeah, around 830. Can we see a push to 830? I think that's decent enough to ask for if this one does, if it does get going. So there's some trend lines I have to get rid of here. Let's see here. Remove. These are our intraday levels. All right, there we go. And then I'll move on to the next stock. I'm going to check out Discord. I'm going to check out the YouTube stream, see what you guys are looking at. Let's see here. Trap Trader is in the building. KT, Chase, how you guys doing today? Starseed, what's up? Jacob, what's going on? Yeah. Well, Jacob, yeah, I guess the decisions that are being made higher up always and will have some form of effect, right? Gus, what's going on? Richard, Jay, good morning, good morning. Wagwan, Wagwan, the Jamaican way of saying hi. You guys know I'm Caribbean, so I do I could talk with a whole accent on here, but 90% of people are not gonna understand. So this accent that I'm talking right now is forced, and it's like my American style, right? Cleaner English. The Guyanese English is like it's like this broken down English, which it depending on where you are, it could be clean, but you go to some parts of the country and it's so much slang mixed in and so much I don't even know how to explain, but it sounds like something totally different. It's crazy. But anyhow, moving on. For those of you tuning in from MMU, good morning. How you guys doing? Let's see here. Let's come on down. I'm gonna take a look at Discord, see if you guys are watching it. Anything else that I'm not. So I'm seeing CANO being mentioned. CANO. Let's take a look. Yeah, we got a small spike here. All right. Price $1. Okay, not bad. CANO. How's the daily chart actually? Okay, so it's curling up off of lows. The daily chart is not the best, but okay. Let's come out of here. Yeah, so CANO is hitting the scans. Of course, if you're down on the discovery section, you got to be careful because you could be missing something that's hitting the stream. And guys, man, this weekend I slacked off. I had an agenda and things happened that kind of messed me up. But anyhow, there's some things I have to do this week, including a Momo Pro video, right? There's a Momo Pro video that I have to make going over some of the updates. Okay, so it's 9:25. Let's take a look at this one here quickly. We can put it up here. CA. No. All right, all right. Looking decent. So we got pre-market highs at 130. This is actually a pretty, decent move. 130 for pre-market highs. So far the low of the pullback is at 0.5. So this is a pretty steep pullback, right? Compared to that high of 30. So this one has range so far. Yeah, it has range. It looks decent though. So, if we do see a strong move, I take it slow. But, if it calls for some size, it is pretty cheap. Maybe, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000 size or something. It just depends. But last Monday we had that big red day. Today we want to manage risk a little bit better. I still feel like that day should have been a green day. So, we got to be careful here today because if you're not quite at your best just like that, what could be and should be a decent day turns into a bigger red day. So, let's bring our A games. Yeah, we're getting ready for the open here. I'm going to start to record the other screen and we can talk about the disclaimer here and see what this stock does. Okay. Goodness, it's 9:27. How many people do we have watching on YouTube? 299. 299. Guys, as you're tuning in, hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up. CANO. Let's see what this one does into the open. CANO. Hopefully we get back to those pre-market highs. There's a 2-minute warning. And let's quickly mention the disclaimer. Let's talk about it here for a sec. So if you didn't already know, day trading is risky as I'm getting some lighting coming in up here. What's it, this side? Yeah, I'm getting some lighting. Anyhows, day trading is risky. So, be careful, right? Be careful out there. This is a business, and you know, business is risky sometimes, and this is risky business, right? In fact, business is so risky that here in the States, 80% of small businesses fail within the first 2 years. All right. So understand that most traders do lose money, right? Do not trade with money that you cannot afford to lose for those reasons. If you're a beginner, do not trade with money that you cannot afford to lose. All right. Do not use life savings, retirement money. There's no reason you should be going into a field where you do not have adequate experience, risking something that's very valuable to you, right? You have to manage the risk. It's what it's all about. So take it slow, use a small portion of money, which, is risk money. If you do lose it, it doesn't affect your lifestyle or livelihood. So that and or a simulator, right? Where you can trade the live market with artificial currency to build experience, and then as you gain confidence, you can put more capital behind your trading, right? So take it slow, take it easy. Do not blindly copy me. That is a recipe for disaster. Remember that my results are not typical, and I do not invest money for my subscribers, all right? I do not invest money for my subscribers, so be careful with any fake accounts. I do not reach out to people. People reach out to me. So if you see an account reaching out to you, it's a fake account. It is a fake account, so be careful. Do not give money or personal information, all right? So stay safe out there, hit that thumbs up, and let's get ready to rock and roll. Trade smart, trade setups. Relentless Trader will be taking it easy and slow into the open. Let's pull up this Tesla level 2 up here, just because. Tesla pulling back a little bit today. CANO, lighter volume into the open. Not seeing a lot here to start the day. I guess as expected. All right. JWN. INDO. Again, I'm not really too interested in INDO, not unless it breaks out some more. $9.31. Guys, if you're tuning in on Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, hit that thumbs up. We have 357 viewers. Let's get up there to 150 likes. Hit that thumbs up as you're tuning in. In fact, being that the start is so slow, I'm going to go take a bathroom break. Which I think might be like the 5th official bathroom break of this channel, and I'll be back. PYXS. Hold on, let's see. PYXS. It's not looking that good. Tesla's giving a move for those people watching the large caps. Yeah, my note's getting stuffy as well. Yeah, I'll be back. It doesn't look like I'll be missing much. Hopefully not. 9:32. All right, I'll see you guys in a sec.
FISK. XELAP. FISK.
It looks like INDO is moving a little bit. Now that I'm back, I feel like a new man. INDO moving up. But again, I want to see this one push up some more. There's a big wick that just came in there. Doesn't seem like it was actual move. Glad I saw that. GFAI. GFAI halted up. 39. Okay, this is good. The 200 EMA is at 1566. This is good. This is good. This is good. This is exactly what we need, is some good surprise momentum. After our highs yesterday, or Friday, 1026. This gives me a nice chance to do my analysis as it's halted. We are above, no, we're not quite above 980 yet.
GFAI. LEJU.
Okay, we broke over this bit of a pre-market. Let's see. Well, it's right up here, 75. I want to see it resuming above 980 if possible. It would be nice. What's the high here? 74. 980 is a bit of a level on the daily chart. This one looks decent. SCYX. Resumption time. Okay, resumption time. How many? I gotta think about share size here. It looks good. You know, it looks good. I don't want to be overly aggressive, but I think it looks good. So it's a $9 stock. Um, you know, usually like 1,500 shares. We can do 12 to 1,200. Go a little on the softer side, but yeah, I think this looks all right. Probably volume into the halt was kind of light, but then on the green candle up 200,000, and the halt will bring attention, so I'd expect an increase in volume.
CHNR.
So at 44 and 15 seconds, we should see resumption. No fear, no hesitation. So INDO, it's doing its thing, you know, it's fighting and trying, and which I do like. Again, I want to see it over 680. So far, so good. I think it's looking decent. It's trying, and you know, we'll see if it continues to push up slowly and steadily. You know, sometimes when I'm late for the live stream, it's honestly because I have to use the bathroom. I my body is like pretty crazy. Like sometimes I use the bathroom 2, 3 times in the just in the morning. It's ridiculous. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, so you know, let's wait for this resumption. We got another minute, and let's see. Red to green, you got that right, man. Weight fluctuating like crazy. Okay, hands on the buy button. Let's cut the chatter. Let's get ready. Let's get ready to rumble. Do I want it to? I'll take it down here. All right. We're halted at 9:58. 5 seconds. GFAI. Good resumption. Oh man. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Not good. Not good. We'll see if it does bounce. We had a low of oh 09. No, it's gonna go down some more. Well, not what we want to see. So the weakness is just all around right now, right? We definitely don't want to be too hasty. If it held just a second more, it's getting ready to buy 58, and it just flushes down. Man, GFAI taking a hit. So again, the cycle of the market, the patterns will work and then they won't, depending on the market sentiment. Which, and for those of you who did take the course, the word market sentiment, and those of you here right now too, market sentiment matters, right? It does. It does matter. Market sentiment is why a pattern will work for 3 months and then not work for the next month. When it's not working, we have to recognize that and be patient and not be aggressive, right? You have to tamper back. That way, even if you're not making a lot of money, you're just going sideways. What we don't want is to be going down. And then when it's hot, we have to make back the loss. When it gets hot, if tomorrow is hot, we're already making new highs again in our accounts. It's looking like a no trade day, to be honest. USEG, take a look at it. And now this is skewed. And so I mentioned 980. Where did we get 989 and then it doesn't hold? It would have been better if the resumption opened up even higher, but
GFAILEJU.
something that I like to do in slower markets is reduce size. Not everybody will agree with that, but the reason why I do it is because I think that overall the opportunities that we see is working out in a lower, accuracy is what I believe in these slower markets. So the opportunities are fewer and farther apart. And a lot of the times there's fake outs. So, if I'm trading in a market that is a little bit more prone to fake outs, I think, reducing size just a little bit makes sense. But it's also why in a hot market, when things are working, you really have to try, the hardest you can to go as big as you can because, the sentiment is on your side. It's in favor of what you're doing, and it's essentially the wind is to your back. Right now, we're swimming against the current here. It's just not that strong. And of course, there'll always be opportunities. So, some people will be green already, but definitely not as strong as markets as we would like to see. GameStop. So it's AMC. Maybe AMC is moving a little bit. I'm going to check out FRC and some of these outlier stocks. Let's see how they're doing. FRC. Well, it's had a decent 3-bar play here. Not bad. Bigger range, bigger wicks on the candlesticks, but still. Break of 1404 pushes up to 15 and then 25. GFAI is curling back up, but there is a spread and volume is light. That's the two things I'm noticing that I don't really love about it. The daily chart on this stock is strong, so I don't know how I feel about going short up here. Maybe I could for like a scalp if it rejects 80 again, but in terms of the longer hold, I'm not too sure. I can try and see if there's shares available, but I don't feel any comfortable with anything more than 500 shares up there. If it does happen to break over 80 and it's strong and volume comes in, then I can watch for a break of 10, but not convinced right now. INDO, CANO. CANO has been slow and steady, lighter volume. Not really much going on there. Yeah, I haven't looked at USEG. The volume seems to have been decent. Okay. We're seeing the occasional bigger red candle, but it's moving. I'm a little late to the show though. Okay. Daily chart. 275 for potential resistance at the 200. I'm gonna take a starter here. VWAP is at 38. I'm not sure what it wants to do yet, so I'm kind of just watching. Um, kind of just watching here. Is it ready for the red to green already, or are we, just... So I'm kind of waiting to see how the volume continues here. The way how it pulled back, it's leaning on the side of a 5-minute pullback here, I think. It can come down lower against me. So that's something to pay attention to here. But the quality of the setup I like, so I don't mind holding. I'll put a stop in place, and we can hold as long as we can here, and see if we'll get the curl back. 38 for VWAP for support. So my risk is limited. Dash, I don't know if I'd say it looks bad. I mean, it's pulling back. It depends on how you view the pullback, right? But everyone will view it in a slightly different way, so that's all right. I want to see it get back over 50, so I'll be waiting patiently. I like that we held up down there again, so I'll just hold it and wait and see what it does. I'm only in with small size, so I'm not being aggressive or anything like that. It does look like a slow day, right? So we're waiting patiently. There's 30 seconds left in this candle. I have a plan, but I gotta make sure if it does come down that I'm quick enough. So I gotta be quick here. Remember how I got chopped out those last 2 times last week, right? So there's some bidders coming in. If it wants the VWAP, I can watch for that trade, that entry, an average lower. So I'm watching price action to see, but there are a lot of bidders here, so we'll see what it wants to do. Okay, it's filling some of these shares. I think there's about 10,000 left. You're waiting. It didn't flush through. So I might buy back right here. Let's see if it's ready. I think it's ready. Here we go. We should see over 50 here. If this is any good in this slow market, at least any good. Talk to us nice. I might add here actually too. Let's see if it's strong. Talk to us nice. Talk to us nicely here today. Because 47 is the height of bear flag. So if it breaks, we might get a nice quick snap. Right over 50. Can we see that green to add? Maybe I just take something off since it's moving slowly. Okay, there's 48. Okay. Looks like I might miss the ad. Son of a gun. So I let my guard down and sold half because I'm like, okay, maybe it's struggling. And then we start to see a little bit better volume. Come on, come on. Let's see 55 here. Let's see something. Let's see something here. Can we go to the moon? 55 high of day. Trailing stop on this trade, of course, at 47. If it comes back and it holds 47, I could add back right there. But it all depends. Great. Lovely. That's good enough. So being that it's pulling away, I'm going to watch to get back in if it comes down again. So we got 59, which is beyond expectations here. Again, possible resistance is at 75. It might hold really high. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, it looks like it might. Because 55 was high of day. But can we see that new high? Yeah, there it is. Let's let it might pull away a little bit here. Let's see. Can we see 70? Can we see 70? Is it possible? Is it going to be that strong? There's a lot of buyers coming in. Uh, Come on. Maybe I'm giving it too much confidence. Too much faith. Come on. Stair step back up there. All right, I'll take it off. 3 cents. It pushed up to 64 nicely, but we didn't see that 66, 67 that I thought should have happened there. So maybe some more selling pressure. Again, the 200 EMA is coming up, so maybe I just ease off right here. I mean, we're only 10 cents away at this point. I could prepare for a short trade, but the stock is still bullish. This is only our first 5-minute pullback, so one of two things. It might reject, and there's a seller coming in already. It might reject, or maybe it does break, but we're in a slow market condition, so, you know, I'd like to think weaker than stronger right now. We don't want to have analysis paralysis, so we'll just watch the price action and trust the price action. Still holding up relatively well. And by the way, GFAI, I haven't been watching it, but pretty decent. It looks like it had a dip to 980. I hope you guys took that entry. Oh man. I've been missing the stock of the day on this side. It's definitely more volatile. Big spreads too. You got to use limit orders for sure. Getting halted at 11 potentially. Halt is now at 1168. It's chasing it down. Well, I think this one is a little too extended for me at this point. Oh man, you know, the other stock is on the complete other side of the screen, so I didn't even notice this level 2 was moving active for GFAI. GFAI up 60% and seeming very strong. If USEG is to hold above 55, I think there's still a chance, still hope. We have a low of 57, which I still think is a little high, so I'm waiting. Maybe I can add back down here if this wants to be good. This could potentially be the second 5-minute pullback, which is still strong, as I mentioned. We didn't quite get to the 200 yet. So I'll just trust the price action.
GFAI.
And this thing is moving. I gotta not get FOMO. Is 57 it? Seven. I take a starter. What? Oh. Do I do it? Yeah. All right. I'm in higher, but it's all right. I was gonna watch 57. Only a starter size here because it's so high up. I don't trust that bottom, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see a bigger red candle here. But just in case it does go, at least I have some sort of size. The other stock now up 70% at 1234, looking for a halt. But the spreads are big, so it's going to take a lot of big buyers bidding high for this to get halted up. May happen here for a halt. It looks like it might get locked in. Yeah, couple of bigger buyers. 56. Here's that bigger drop I was expecting. So I'm going to add back starter size again. And if it goes lower, I can keep adding. No, false halt on the other one. Looks like it was a false halt.
WAVSU.
If it goes lower, which I think it could, I do want to add again, and keep a stop in place. But besides that, we'll hold this one position here and see what it does. So we're locked in, it looks like here, GFAI. Are we going to get locked in? No, false halt again. You know, well, I'm not even going to say anything because I don't know the spreads how I could have done. But the dip to 980 though. The dip to 980. I wonder if it was halted. This is the beauty of the markets, that even on this slow day we have some surprise momentum, The good old reliable market. This is why we showing up every day. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching on YouTube, hit that thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up. Let's get up there to 200 likes. 200 likes the goal for today's live stream. 200 likes. So right now I'm just waiting. I do have a backstop in place here. If I recognize volume, I can add. But I still think that it could potentially go a little lower. But again, if volume comes, I can't tell if this is it. It might be. Maybe it is.
RH.
Yeah. Looks like it might be. Yep. Okay. If I get a chance to get a bid, well, it might be too late. Okay, there we go. Can I get that bid? No, I will not. Tried for 58, which would have been decent, pretty odd. So watching a retest of high of day here on a potential ABCD, this should be good. And that extra 600 shares would have been nice. But I gotta be quicker to do this too. All right, let's give it a chance here. GFAI holding up on that dip, which is good. Is this failing? Really? Well, I didn't take anything off the table up there. Oh, a little disappointing. I could buy back, but I don't know. I didn't expect that kind of red candle. Okay, looking at the other stock, we got 1260 for high of day. I'm seeing about a 10-15 cent spread at times. And I don't feel good about being in and up about 10 cents and not taking anything off. By the time I thought about it, we saw 61. I'm like, okay, let's give it a chance. And no good. But I'm expecting a retest at highs. I guess 69 and 65 is close in proximity, but not quite. So we missed out 10 cents of gains there, potentially. By the way, let's pull the other one on the screen. I know you guys can't see it. GFAI. Here we go. this has been the stock of the day, it would seem like, do I get involved here or do I just take my gains and run? I don't usually walk away from opportunity. But, we're seeing a pullback here. Like I think a trade I could take is if it comes down again at 1120. But if other than that, I don't know. That's the low of our current candle, our previous candle. It looks like it's going to try the 5-minute candle to make the new high here, or a new high of day, potentially. Oh my goodness. Mm-mm-mm-mm. That was great. Oh, those spreads, boy. Spreads. Spreads are crazy.
WAVSU.
Oh, that was a beautiful breakout for anybody who's in, 1240, 1220. Potential halt up, 21. 1335 now for potential halt up. I think it's extended here. And this is good, is this the first parabolic stock again? I mean, maybe. In which case the future is bright here in this month, all right? 78 for the halt up. It's trying, but we're not seeing big enough bidders up high.
RHE.
And when I was ready to trade the stock earlier, it did nothing but halt it down. And I'm feeling it just a little bit. Now I'm starting to think about what type of green day this could have been. But again, we don't know. I could have had losing trades as well. Wow. Big buyer coming in there. I'd honestly like to see it, but it's coming so close to the 200. What is that, $1 share away? Might be too close. Might be time to go short. But this type of stock, it's like you gotta have $1 a share stop, And See you at 20 bucks. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to hit that thumbs up. If you are a new viewer, consider subscribing to the channel. This stock right now is just, I think a little extended. But the 5-minute setup down there was great.
CHNRGFAI.
Before it happened, I was mentioning I'd be comfortable taking a trade if it tries to double bottom towards those lows. That would have been around 1120s. But, it was already getting ready to curl and potential entries, at 1220 and then 1260. I don't know if you guys took those trades, but I mean, and especially if you're in at 1120s, if you're, caught it down there, 1130, 1140 and holding, it's a great move. And, people are probably unwinding slowly or maybe have sold all already for a great trade. So I don't want to be too hasty up here, of course. And this, pink line could be problems. I'm thinking to myself, is this the first parabolic stock in a while? So far, it seems so. I mean, we're up 100%. The 200 is as good as a place as any for a short trade. But I think at this point, if I tried only 100 shares, and if I lose a dollar a share, which could be possible, at least I still be green 100 bucks on the day. If the stock does reject miserably, I could potentially see a fade back down to, like $10. So it could be a great, big trade. So we'll see. I do understand that it's strong. So if I'm to go short up there, of course I'd keep my stop and risk well in place, because who knows, this could go to, 20 bucks, right? I mean, it's possible. Resumption was that 18? 18 and wait, my math. 19 and 13 seconds. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's shares to borrow, of course. I'd have to try, right? I'm on the hard to borrow list. So sometimes even when it says, hard to borrow, I still can. It seems like some of you guys are having a blast. I'm gonna open up this window back here. The window. Get some air in here. This is why we love the markets, and this is why we love trading. I mean, who would have ever imagined on such a slow looking day? We had some nice surprise momentum to this point. And USCG, that 18,000 share seller was a short. It never was able to get back over 65, which is a little disappointing. Should have took that trade off the table when I had the chance. So 19 and 13 seconds for resumption. A little less than 1 minute. So I'm gonna have, my hands to go short on my keyboard here. I'm assuming it's gonna resume and be a little aggressive. So if I see like it's stalling out on level 2 around 1560s or anywhere there in proximity, I'm gonna try to short. Here we go. Mm-mm-mm. It's looking strong. Yeah. This is looking strong. So it's gonna blow right through the 200. Quite the stock. 1705 for the next halt up. Well, I guess I'll sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
CHNR.
Let me check the Discord. Let's see how these guys are doing. This thing is going nuts. $17.74 for potential halt. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Coming out of that resumption, I'm thinking maybe a short at the 200, but again, maybe this thing goes to 20, so let me see. I'm gonna try to see if there's shares available at least. Nope, 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 no shares available. Oh man. Hmm. For me to have done well on this stock, though, I would have needed to be watching at it for that very first red to green. I think that would have put me in the driver's seat. Assuming the price action was smooth and everything, break of 950 and then break of 980.
GFAI.
I know it pulled back very nicely to 980. We got lows at 16 here so far, these last two candles on the 1 minute. But the stock is extended, are we going to see a 5 minute pullback at any point? We only had one 5 minute pullback so far. Maybe people will look at this as the second one, maybe. Well, at least after real volume came. If It's hard to interpret, right? But I never liked the third 5 minute pullback. If this is it, you guys already know how I feel about it. Titanic. But if you're watching it as a second pullback, it's pretty healthy, right? It needs a pullback. So we'll see if it closes above the 200 here, which would be great to show strength. So the 5 minute candle has 1 minute left. Will we close as a shooting star, or are buyers going to buy this thing back up? If they do, it's worth a shot. If not, then it's not looking great. So we're getting a potential halt down here. False halt down Again, can this candle close above? I might take this trade here. Can this candle close above 66? It looks like it might. I'm gonna jump in. I'm gonna hold this to the moon if it wants to go here. 17 minimum for a sell. 17 minimum if it wants to go to the moon. The candle has 3 seconds. It's gonna close right above it. What does it want to do here? Tight stops for me. I want to see some distance in between my cost basis and the market price. My stop, I'll keep as close to break even as I can. But I think it might want to go. We ended as a doji there though, but let's see. If not, it's a bluff and it's coming right back down. What was the high? 64. It needs to break over 64 over time. If we can, that'll be great. Hmm. Hmm. I'll get back in if I have to. I feel like it's struggling. 40. Still holding up though. Still holding up. 67. Paper hands, relentless. Paper hands. Paper hand, relentless. Will we hold? No, taking the loss right there. It's just so dicey here. Will we hold? Will we not? Will we flush down? Watching price action, I might give it one last go. While watching at the price action. It needs to slingshot back up here, if not Titanic. Short. It needs to slingshot right back up, if not Titanic. Time. 59. It looks like it's a short. No shares available. Backside and finished. I thought we might have had a retest of the highs if it did exactly what it did, which was a huge bottoming wick down there. But we'll see. Uh, I think below 66, of course, 1566. Anything below here, it's a little weaker. The low of the entire pullback was 82, 1482. That was a great fill, by the way. Come on, show me $17. And let's go to the moon. To the moon. Now let's go to the moon. Waiting patiently. Here it is. Waiting for the bigger move though. I think high of day is likely if continues to hold here above 16. I sold half, so I'm alright with that. I gotta get rid of this alarm. It's too distracting. Am I looking for too much of a big trade? Maybe I am. And now I'm back to break even on half. I don't know. High of days 18, maybe, but again, I mean, from 1550 to 1650 is like really good. $1 a share. But why is the pullback $1 a share? Right? What we need to see happen is the 5-minute candle here make the new high. If it's strong, hopefully it does hold up this area. If not, I'd be back out. We really and truly shouldn't be selling anything here for a loss after being up so much unrealized. Mm-mm. What does this stuff want to do? If it holds, I get back in again. Why did I hesitate? Hesitation is not good. So it held 50, oh 40 rather. Entry on the ask, not great. Should have bought the bids right there. But I think that pullback held up. So let's see how this does. I'm thinking if I should get scalpy. I might be able to do better from scalpy, to be honest. 30 cents. We gotta buy the bids. It's holding up, but I guess I could be in lower too, right? Ay, ay, ay. I'd be lucky if it gives another entry. 89. Do not retest those lows all you do, or I'll get stopped out. No more incline. Yeah, I'm gonna get a little scalpy with it. But of course, when you get scalpy, you could potentially miss lower trades, but that's alright. It might go here. These spreads are just terrible to deal with, man. What's the high? It might go. That was actually a decent fill. It's actually a decent fill. But it didn't break out yet. It's gonna break out soon. It might. It's getting ready. As long as we don't see a false breakout, of course. The market orders are not awful, so I'll keep trying them here and there. We got to get over like 1650 to look good. Take us to the moon. Take us to the moon. You know you want to. As I'm saying, I got to remember to take my gains. If it comes down here, I'll be back out. I'm going to try and sell on the ask too once we start seeing more green. Hopefully I can keep getting good fills. It's holding again. So somebody's buying it there. Has to be. At 16. Somebody's buying it. Somebody. See, and then you put out orders on the ask. Nothing. Nothing, nothing. I guess it's a matter of time now. The spreads. These spreads. The bids, rather. Can we see the move through 50? It's holding a little higher now, so I'm still watching. Oh no. Oh, okay, decent fill. Can we see the slingshot? Talk to me nice up here. Talk to me nice. A little bit more green. The spread's killing me, man. What was that? I hit the wrong hotkey. I think I did. Yeah, I did. I tried to cancel and hit a lower ask. Hit the wrong button. Anyhows, it's good that it's still holding up around here. Still waiting. If it goes here, I'll miss it. Didn't buy. Ay, ay, ay. Some of you guys might say, Relentless, why are you even trying to buy it this high? It's because I think if it goes over 50, there's a legit chance we see high of day again, which still is $1 share of opportunity. There's a seller. Mm, is this it? For the fifth time. Man. Man. Which way is it going? Up or down? So far, it's a false breakout. I bought before that spike, but it just took so long to fill. It's down. It looks like it's done. It didn't even get up to 17, which is, not great. I bought before that volume, but it just took so long to fill, man. This is a good bottoming wick, by the way. High of 33. It's still not failed. It's not done yet. What was the low? 25. You know, it's like it once for me, if it keeps closing above 66, it's good, right? It's good. Come on, push, push. Can't get any fills here. Jeez. At a certain point, I'm going to stop trading it if I don't get the fills, because then it's not going to make sense. Because the losing trades, I'll have to mark it out to get out. And I'll get the worst possible fills. If I can't get anything out of the ask, which is for, you know, that's not going to be good.
HCDI.
The low of that candle is 25, which is a serious low. Time 10:40. If I do get caught in a bigger drop, I'm done, of course. It's always part of the catch, is to avoid that as best as you can. There's one right there. It looks like it might be done. Yeah, I think that's it. If it swings back up to 16, that'll be impressive. That has to be it right there. Titanic. Now all day fade to the depths. All right, I think that's a good day there today. OSCR hitting the scans. Man, that breakout, man, I saw it coming. I'm already in it. It just fills me on top of the move. Fills me on top of the move. Yeah, I think that'll do it for the day. We're green here, 227. Not anything crazy. You know, as I mentioned, I did miss this entire thing from the start. And unfortunately, we didn't take profits on some of those areas. Which maybe tomorrow is something we can do a little bit better. So green is good. I'll take it. And I'll be out of here. Oh yeah. Stocks with large spreads are usually more difficult for me. Well, one is the limit order factor, right? Limit orders, and not always getting filled or getting partial filled and things like that. And market orders are a disaster on these stocks because when you buy, they'll fill you most of the times at the highest possible price, and when you sell, you get filled at the lowest possible price. So if there's a 30-cent spread, be prepared to lose 30 cents if you buy and sell, right? Like that. So of course, you know, it's a little bit more difficult. And I didn't utilize offsets on this one. Um, I thought with the excessive volatility, I should have been able to get fills with the small size, but that didn't even help, right? With 100 shares, the stock just has to go such a small amount, but still some areas where I'm not getting the shares to fill. But yeah, take it easy, guys. If you're going the distance, continue to trade smart, continue to trade setups. For those of you who are watching on YouTube, you know, we got to 135 likes. Guys, we got to push the like goal. We got to get up there. Jeffrey, what's going on? Hostile Trading, what's up? So if you're watching on right now and you haven't hit the thumbs up already, be sure to do so. And I'll be back tomorrow morning, same time. All right. You guys can check out those links down below for Momo Pro, the scanner that I'm using, for MMU, which is the day trading course that I have. And you guys can also take a look at the Discord, which is there as well. All right. So this is the Discord right here. You can see, we have some people who did post a little earlier. Tim, smaller red day today. Lucas, small green, which is nice to see. Crispy, big green, which is nice to see as well. Saying big FOMO. Red to green, nice day today. We got some charting, some call outs, and so forth and so forth. Yeah, so be sure to check out the Discord where we have over 3,000 members. All right. Yeah. But oh, actually, I did that and I wasn't even on single screen, so that was my bad. I guess I can show it again, right? That won't hurt. Yeah. So we had a couple of P&Ls here. My nose is getting stuffy again. Shout out to LMK, by the way, who seems to have been doing really nice these last couple of months. Yeah, that'll do it for today. Stay safe, stay green. BBAI hitting the scans. Guys, it's been RT. It's been a decent day, right? 227. It's not, the 1K day we would have wanted with this type of stock, but that's all right. I was watching the other one, and opportunity will cost always. All right, the time you're spending doing one thing is time that you're not spending doing something else. I might have said that wrong, but yeah. Stay safe, stay green. It's been Relentless Trader. It's been a good morning. I'm going to upload this recording for the students, and I'm going to get dialed in. Right now, I'm going to do a one-on-one session with Parjan, and we're going to go over some trades. All right, so take it easy, guys. Stay safe, stay green. Relentless is out of here. Maybe, do we have any questions? Let me see. Before I do shut it down on YouTube. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, okay, all right. Take it easy, guys.